Maybe you know that strange feeling. You're standing in the middle of a day where nothing seems to be happening. The sun is shining outside, everything's working as it should. Nothing dramatic has happened. And yet, inside, you feel empty. It's like someone turned down the colors of the world by half. Like life keeps going, but suddenly someone muted the sound for you. Everything's in its place, and yet you feel like you've quietly slipped away from your own life. Think back to a specific moment. Maybe it was this year, maybe it was a year ago. You were doing something that used to fulfill you somehow, sometime. Favorite music, a project, a person you enjoyed spending time with. And suddenly, nothing. No resistance or pain, just emptiness. Psychology has a name for this state, anhedonia, the inability to experience pleasure or joy. But that word is too cold, too clinical for what you're actually experiencing. Because what you're feeling isn't a disorder. It's a message. A message sent from the part of you we call the soul. And the soul doesn't speak in words, it speaks in feelings. It speaks through what has stopped working. Most people who come to a doctor or psychologist with this feeling leave with one of two diagnoses: depression or burnout. They get pills or some time off, and maybe that helps for a while, but then the emptiness comes back. It waits. Why? Because no one asked the right question. Not what are we going to do about it, but why did it come? Carl Jung, one of the greatest thinkers of the 20th century, said that when suffering comes, it's pointless to ask how to get rid of it. The right question is, what is it trying to tell me? Losing your joy is not a failure. It's a life crisis in its purest sense. A moment when the old way of being has stopped working, when a part of you is calling for a change that doesn't have a name yet. And this is where most people make the most costly mistake. They try to fill that emptiness with a new project, a new relationship, a new vacation. And for a moment, it really does work, like putting tape over a crack in the wall. But the wall keeps wobbling. But what if that emptiness isn't the enemy? What if it's a guide? Imagine that your inner navigation system, the one that knows what truly matters to you, has just decided to go on strike. Not out of malice, but because you've ignored it for too long. The loss of joy comes in moments when we're living too far from ourselves. When we fulfill obligations we never chose, when we maintain versions of ourselves that are worn out, when we've lived too long for other people's expectations and not enough for our own voice. The soul has no way to stop you. It can't give you a red light, but it can dull the colors. It can cause the entire world around you to completely stop making any sense until you take a moment to pause and truly ask yourself what is happening. This profound sense of inner emptiness is actually the most compassionate and kindest thing your inner world could have ever done for you. But be careful, it's an alarm that says you can't go on like this. But how do you read that signal the right way? Well, there are 3 layers. The first layer is exhaustion from wearing a mask. When you stop enjoying what you've always done for others. Work, roles, responsibilities. When you feel exhausted by yourself, by the person you are on the outside. This signal says it's time to stop playing a role and start being yourself. The second layer is sadness without a cause. A feeling that comes without warning. You sit in silence and feel as if someone deep inside is mourning. Someone you don't know. This signal says there is a part of you that never got a chance, that's waiting, that wants to finally be seen. And the third layer is a kind of nausea from superficiality. You stop enjoying shallow conversations, achievements that leave you feeling nothing. This signal says your threshold of perception has changed. You need deeper meaning, not more stimulation. Each of these signals is different, but they all point in the same direction, inside. And it's right here, in the silence between the signal and the response, that the most important work happens. This is work that can't be rushed, that needs a guide, time, and a safe space. If you feel like you'd like to go deeper on this journey with meditations that go beneath the surface, come to Hero Hero. The link is in the description. And now back, because the most important part is still to come. So what should you do when that emptiness comes? Don't fill it, don't cover it up, don't try to stimulate yourself. Instead, listen. Try this. Take a piece of paper and write down 3 things that used to fulfill you but now don't make you feel anything. And then write down what was different back when those things still fulfilled you. Which version of yourself was living that life? What was working back then? What changed? Most people find that their past joy was tied to being present, to connection, to meaning, not to the thing itself. The soul doesn't rejoice in things. It rejoices in connection with yourself, with others, with something greater. And when that connection is missing, joy disappears, no matter the circumstances. That's why there's a second step. Find one thing, just one, where you are still truly yourself. Not the mask or the version you show others. Not a role, not a duty, but a place where you feel at home. It could be a walk, the quiet of a new morning, or a conversation where you don't have to pretend for anyone or anything. And start there. Slowly, but honestly. Emptiness didn't come to break you. It came to wake you up. It's not urging you to change jobs or start a new life on the other side of the world, but to return to yourself, to steps that may be small, but are truly yours. The signals of the soul never shout. They speak quietly. In exhaustion, in loss of appetite, in sadness without a name. But if you learn their language, and that's exactly what you're starting to do, you'll find that each one always points inward, always toward who you truly are. If this video spoke to something you carry inside, write just one word in the comments, signal. That's it. And I will definitely know that you are right here with me.